You know, I actually can't believe Al still has a big presence within this community. After all the scamming, sexual comments, gaining from somebody else's death, and content theft, you'd think he would have been fully cancelled by pretty much all of this. You know, I'm actually just a bit sick of it at this point. I think it's time I dedicate a full video to this slimy piece of shit. He really does deserve this. Today we are going to be diving straight into the hot topic of Albrick Studios. Yeah, this guy. Most of you watching this have probably heard of him at least. Some of you may even be subscribed to him. This guy is 100% a very controversial figure within the Ninjago community. Most people really hate him, and some people, usually the much younger members of the community, absolutely love him and believe he's a really nice, friendly guy that just makes nice, wholesome Ninjago content. Today, we'll be diving into this slimy piece of shit, and we'll be taking a look at what this guy really gets up to outside of his wholesome, friendly persona he puts onto YouTube. Oh, and quickly, before you leave a dislike and leave a death threat in the comments, please just watch it and hear my points out before you do any of that. With this overly long intro out of the way, I think now would be a good time to start. So to begin with, I think it's best we took a look at Al's actual YouTube channel. Oh god, this is horrendous. How does he even have this many subscribers? Oh, that explains it. You know, it's kind of crazy to me how this guy has managed to concrete himself in this community as one of the biggest YouTubers, solely because of the fact that he re-uploads the episodes, and aside from that, his original content actually doesn't do too bad on views, and it's very clear to see that this guy does have a solid fan base. Mainly of children though, as expected. Now, we're just at this part of the video where you're probably asking yourself, yeah, we know all of this, you're just stating the obvious at this point. Overlord, hurry up and get on with it. Okay, I hear you. I'm gonna gloss over the very beginning of this story, as David already made a full video talking about it, and I don't want this one to feel like a direct copy of that. But to get a nice introduction to Alan, our favourite Ninjago YouTuber, in April of 2018, he ran a completely fake set giveaway. He just stole the image from somebody else and claimed that he had it and was giving it away. This was later proved to be a load of total bullshit. That small story alone gives you a bit of insight as to what kind of person Al really is, and trust me, it only gets worse from here. Now, of course, many YouTubers have ran fake giveaways in their more early days, so we aren't going to go out here ranting on him for that reason alone. I think we're at that part of the video now where we should really dive into the juicy parts of Al. Yeah, but surely it couldn't possibly get any worse than this. Oh god, it's definitely worse. Up on screen right now are the really OG screenshots of Al attempting to scam some random kid on Instagram. From what I can tell, this is the oldest screenshot we have of Al trying to run a scam, but obviously there's probably a lot more before this. Now, before anyone says, "Oh, but Overlord, you're clearly just a hater," he's acknowledged this before and he's admitted that he has changed. But no, he has actually done this quite a bit. Just take a gander at some of these screenshots. It's actually hilarious that this is the same guy that's obsessed with Christianity and constantly hides behind the fact that he's a Christian. At this point, he's such a huge joke, and it disgusts me that this guy still has a solid audience. Yeah, but is there any proper evidence that shows him successfully scamming someone? As much as I hate to say it, unfortunately there is evidence. Take a look at this screenshot. Horrifying that someone with as many subscribers as him can get away with this utter shit and claim to have changed. I'm aware that Al is usually labelled as a scammer, but to be fair to him, the guy shouldn't be known as a scammer. He's done lots of other things far worse than this that he should definitely be labelled as. This next point I really want to talk about genuinely disgusts me, and is, in my opinion, one of the worst things Al has ever done, and it just proves the fact that this guy is a huge creep. Okay, here we go. Up on screen right now are some screenshots, this time from Snapchat actually, and just take a look at those screenshots. This solidifies the fact that not only is Al a vile scammer, but he's also a borderline sexual predator, and that honestly makes me sick, and the fact that he can get away with this kind of behaviour and still get away with it makes me disgusted. Yeah, but surely it couldn't possibly get any worse than this. Next, we'll be talking about two things Al has done related to one topic, and while one point I'm about to bring up may be nitpicking slightly, I think it's still valid enough to put it in today's video. So Kirby Morrow, Cole's voice actor, he sadly passed away last year in late November, and of course with this news, Ninjago YouTubers went to go and cover this topic. Al, being the sick fuck he is, decided to not only milk this situation for views, but he even put ads on one of the videos, which means he's literally gaining a good amount of money off of somebody else passing away. Unfortunately, I don't have solid evidence of this, but you are just going to have to believe me on this one. It's still funny to me how he got so much hate for this, he actually had to take the ads off, which is quite simply just horrendous, and it's shocking that even his deluded fanbase didn't call him out for this. It's also worth mentioning that the inspiration for Jake in Season 11 sadly passed away recently at just the age of 9. Al also made a video for this, and he did actually monetize this one too, and luckily this time there is solid proof of this. Oh my god, how much more could he have done? Surely he wouldn't steal content from somebody else without any credit at all? You know, at this point I'm not even surprised. Here you can see some concrete proof that this rat has literally copied and stolen content from another YouTuber, and obviously, to make it even worse, he did this without his consent. Okay, so let's get this straight. He's scammed children, profited off of somebody else's death, acted like a sexual creep towards someone, begged his fanbase for money. And, you know, the cherry on top of this whole situation is the fact that he came out with this absolute shit apology on YouTube. What really stands out to me is the fact that here he claims to have changed his ways. But if we take a look at some of these screenshots, that immediately invalidates everything he's just said in this apology, and the part that really gets under my skin is the fact that his young fanbase suck this up and believe it, and label everybody that see through Al as haters, which is genuinely a real shame, and it does upset me to see so many kids who have clearly been very misled by this complete dick. It is honestly ridiculous how long this guy's been in the community for, and if I'm being honest, at this point I don't think a rant video is gonna exactly affect him or cancel him in any way. But at the very least, it's helping spread the fact that Al is one of, if not the worst popular YouTubers in this community, and he quite simply doesn't deserve his spot here in the community whatsoever. He's had so many chances to change his ways, and he blew each and every chance he was given, so at this point, we can all just hope that one day he disappears and he doesn't return, because I can say now, he definitely won't be missed. So hopefully this video gave you more insight into Al Prick Studios and what he's really like. If you are an Al fanboy, you'll probably tell me I'm lying and making it up. Either way, I'm glad you made it to the end, as you now have new knowledge as to how much of a piece of shit this guy really is. That's really all I have to say here. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.
You might never know unless you try today. Don't know what I'm doing, but I'm switching back. Now I'm getting cash, now I'm living fast. Now you want me back, but you never could. And I'm doing good, cause I moved on.
Nothing wrong, and it's actually getting me mad, and like it's so annoying when people spread rumors.